it's Andy again, and today we are going to review a very elegant and underrated fragrance. And this fragrance is a very subtle fragrance. It's a fragrance for gentlemen. It's not at all loud. And when I reveal the name to you, it will be very clear as to why these qualities exist in this fragrance. The fragrance that we are going to review today is Mr. Burberry from the House of Burberry. As you can see, it's a beautiful black packaging. And you all know the House of Burberry is a British designer house, and their clothes, they're really elegant and understated elegance, and that is exactly the same way with their fragrances. They are not too loud, they are not like clubbing scents. They are sophisticated, underrated, elegant fragrances meant to be worn by gentlemen. That's the British legacy after all. So this fragrance is exactly the same, and the bottle, the presentation, it exudes that same elegance. See, I have a 30 ml bottle, and the bigger bottles have a bow tie, a black felt bow tie, but the smaller bottle doesn't have that bow tie, and it's a green colored juice. And the green is, again, it's a beautiful green. It's a very beautiful grayish, greenish color. So it's a very elegant color as well. A very unique color of the juice, a simple bottle with a black spray. That's what this fragrance is. And I think the packaging has captured the essence of the fragrance very well. This is a very, very formal scent, a very elegant scent for the mature crowd, and that is what the packaging conveys as well. Now let's get deeper into this fragrance. This fragrance was released in the year 2016. The perfumer behind this fragrance is the master perfumer Francis Kurkdjian. Top notes, it opens with zesty accords of grapefruit, cardamom and tarragon. Middle notes, the heart notes include birch leaf, nutmeg oil and cedar. The base is of sandalwood, vetiver and guaiac wood. The company which markets this fragrance is Coty Incorporate. The official tagline for this fragrance is inspired by London. Information: the neck of the glass bottle is decorated with the same gabardine material Burberry uses to make its famous trench coats. The face of the campaign is Josh Whitehouse, and he is accompanied by Amber Anderson. And this elegant ad was shot by director Steve McQueen. So, as I stated earlier, my 30 ml bottle doesn't have that bow made of black felt gabardine, but the bigger bottles do have that bow tie, and it's the exact same material that Burberry uses to make its famous trench coats. So this fragrance is very beautiful. I'll spray it for you. I get a beautiful opening of grapefruits and cardamom. It's very beautiful. It's very subtle but very beautiful. Not at all loud. It's a very polished fragrance. It has no rough edges. In fact, it is so polished and muted that some people have simply passed off this fragrance saying, oh, this is useless, this is run of the mill. But this fragrance is intended to be muted. It's like an understatement of style. And then in the heart, I've tried this fragrance many times. In the heart, you get that birch leaf accord and cedar wood. They become very prominent. The top notes last for about 10 minutes and then that birch wood, cedar wood takes over. And you get that hint of nutmeg as well. And in the end, you're left with a sweet, not overly sweet, but a very balanced sweet sandalwood and vetiver. It's such a well-rounded fragrance. Excellent. And another thing to note is this fragrance will shine in winters. The inspiration behind this fragrance is London, so it's no surprise. This fragrance is meant to be worn in winters, in the cooler months, and it really shines in the winter months. It's very underrated. It's muted. It's for the cooler weather, and when I've used it in the cooler months, I get good projection for the first 3 to 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours, it will reach out, it will get you noticed in a nice way. It's not loud and screechy. It's very polite, if I might use that word for a fragrance. It is a very polite fragrance. Now, after 4 hours, it becomes a skin sense, and it lasts a good 10 hours on my skin in the cooler months. And after 4 hours, it becomes a skin scent, but you get a good average projection for the first 4 hours. And it is so beautifully blended. It's a very well blended fragrance. I can understand people who want loud fragrances to grab attention won't like this, because this fragrance is it's meant to be worn. It will give you a sense of elegance. It will give you a sense of class. It's a very classy fragrance, and people, when they will smell you, and this is meant to be worn with formals, not with the casuals. So you're wearing formals, you're wearing this fragrance, and when people will smell you, it will amplify that gentlemanly presence that you exude, you know. So it's a wonderful fragrance. And I got this 30 ml bottle from the Canadian discounter fragrancebuy.ca for a mere $15.99 Canadian dollars. It's fairly easily available because people have just outright dismissed this fragrance. So this is not to be dismissed, you know. This you need to try this if you fall in the same category. If you're an office going person, a mature person above 30, and you live in cooler temperatures, then this is the fragrance for you. You can pull it off as an office scent. This is not a clubbing scent. You can pull it off in semi-casual occasions as well. As you can see, there's a huge range available for this fragrance. You have the 150 ml bottle, you have the 100 ml bottle, you have the 50 ml bottle, and then you have the 30 ml bottle, which I have. Sadly, the 30 ml bottle doesn't come with a bow tie, all the other bottles do. You have a deodorant spray, you have a deo stick for this fragrance, and then you have a huge variety of gift sets to choose from. So you have excellent choice when you need to pick up this fragrance. When it comes to similar fragrances, again, this fragrance is a classy fragrance, you know, so it's similar to some very classy scents. It's similar to Gucci Guilty Black. It is similar to Dolce & Gabbana, the One Grey Edition. It is similar to Bleu de Chanel. The similarity to Bleu de Chanel is only in the top notes because of that grapefruit accord. The top notes slightly going towards the heart notes, you get that similarity with Bleu de Chanel, and later on it takes a different course altogether. There's a herbal touch in this fragrance which Bleu de Chanel does not have. then it also shares some vibes with Calvin Klein Contradiction for Men. So guys, if you can lay your hands on Mr. Burberry from the House of Burberry, do try it. You will not be disappointed. If you're a gentleman and you don't want your fragrances to be too loud and screechy, it is a polished, muted scent for a gentleman to wear. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like the content, please do consider subscribing. Shalom.